Hey, you've heard the term gaslighting, but by the end of this video, you're going to know 8 gaslighting phrases so that you will be able to recognize them the minute they come out of the narcissist's mouth. Hey, I'm Rebecca Zung. I'm a narcissist negotiation expert and an attorney. And on this channel, I give you tips, tricks, and resources so that you can become the most powerful one against the most toxic personality on the planet. And if that's something that you want to do, you will want to make sure to subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell so that you can become the most powerful against narcissists. Okay, so you've heard the term gaslighting. What actually is gaslighting? So what gaslighting is when narcissists actually try to make you think that you're crazy by questioning your reality. So what they do is they take something that is obvious to you and they tell you that you're not actually seeing what you're actually seeing, or whatever you think your reality is. They just basically say, no, that didn't happen. So you're looking at a sofa and they say, no, that's not a sofa. I'm going to give you a real world example. So they say, how come you didn't show up for this? Or how come you are going away this weekend? And they say, oh, because we talked about that, you agreed. And you say, oh, we never talked about that. Oh yeah, we had a whole conversation about that and you agreed that that's what we were going to do. We never had that conversation. Oh yeah, we did. Like as if that happened, and you know that that didn't happen, but you start to question your own reality. That's the kind of thing that they do. They twist things, they turn things. So there are 4 primary types of gaslighting. There is the straight up lie, there's the reality manipulation, there's the scapegoating, meaning that they put it onto somebody else, and then there's the coercion type. So the first one is what I was just talking about. We discussed that and you agreed, or you said X. That's the type of phrase that I was just talking about. We discussed that, you agreed, and you said X. And I've had that happen directly to me, where when I had a narcissistic business partner, and we had agreed that certain things would take place in a certain way. And then this person would go off and do what she wanted to do. And I would call her out on it. And she would say, oh, we discussed that and you agreed that that was what we were going to do. And I would say, we never discussed that you would be doing that. Oh yeah, that's what we discussed. It never happened, but they just decide that that's what they want to do. And then they come back and say that that's what the conversation was. And it never happened that way, but that's what they do. So it's basically either the straight up lie or reality manipulation, meaning maybe there was some shred of a conversation that took place similar to that. And they take that and kind of manipulate it around to make it seem like it was sort of that conversation. And that's what they do. So that's number 1. Number 2 is they add ha to the end of like a cruel sentence, and then act like you're overly sensitive, like you can't take a joke. Oh, the way you walk is like sort of waddling or something. And then they'll go, oh, ha. You say, oh, well, that's not really funny. Oh, I was just joking. Oh, you're just so overly sensitive. Oh, you can't take a joke. Oh my gosh, you're so overly sensitive. Wow. And then, they make it seem like you're the one who's just crazy, so tightly wound, and you don't want to be like the rigid one. So you go along with it because you don't want to be rigid person. So that's number 2. Number 3 is changing what you're trying to hold them accountable for. Look what I've done, even though the deal was for something else. And so you try to hold them accountable for a certain thing. And then they say, no, that wasn't the thing. So for example, it might be that they were supposed to put money for child support into a certain bank account. And then they say, no, it wasn't that. I was going to give the money to you directly. And then, no, it wasn't that. I was going to give it to you on when I saw you. And then, no, I wasn't going to give you the full amount. I was going to give you half on this day. And they constantly are changing it. No, remember, I talked about it was going to be this way. And so you're constantly trying to chase this thing, whatever it was that you're trying to hold them accountable for, you're constantly trying to chase that. So you're the one who, it seems like you're being the nag. Another thing that they do is like taking credit for things that you've done. Boy, do I know about that, because, when I was in business with a covert narcissist, that is something that was just basically the entire time. So that's also part of that. And, when you're trying to catch them, especially when you're catching them in a lie, it's just, they're constantly trying to change what you're trying to hold them accountable for. It's horrible. So, and I have a whole video on what happens when you catch a narcissist in a lie, which you can definitely check out if you'd like. Okay, the next one is, I never did that. I never said that. You're imagining things. That's definitely flat out gaslighting. This is obviously if they did say that and they're just flat out lying. So if you've seen any of these so far, give me a yes in the comments, by the way. I know that you guys have. Number 5 is you're way too emotional. Your tone is off. You're shouting. They don't want to hear what it is that you're saying. So they just start like talking about what it is that you're saying. Your tone is off. You're way too emotional. You're shouting. And just make it about whatever it is that you're saying. Even if you're just talking in a regular tone, they just start like making it about that. The next one is you're just insecure, you're jealous, you're making too much of it. That's all sort of the same thing. It's all about you and the way you're saying it. Number 7 is you're just crazy, or it's your fault, something like that. That's all part of the same thing. And the last one is, oh, that never happened. Honestly, there are probably endless numbers of gaslighting phrases. I mean, this is just like a small little sampling of some of the gaslighting phrases that they use, but these are just a few of them. I mean, the overall thing is that they just are basically trying to weaken and destabilize you and make you question your own reality. And so when you go to negotiate with them, you're now in this weakened state. And so it does put you at quite a disadvantage when you're trying to negotiate with them. And which is why I teach what I do, because I want you to be in a much stronger state when you're going to negotiate with them, so that you can be much more powerful and be able to be in a much better mindset. So I definitely do recommend that you grab my free Crush My Negotiation prep worksheet. You start with that. You can get that at winmynegotiation.com. Just go there, get that. It's a free ebook. And join my free private Facebook group at Narcissist Negotiators with Rebecca Zung, free community. So you can start there. And subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell. If you like this video, give it a like, give it a share, so that other people can get this information as well, because people need to know the most popular gaslighting phrases that they use, so that people can recognize them when they hear them, so that when the words come out of their mouth, they know what they are hearing, right? So thanks for stopping by. I'm Rebecca Zung. I am so glad that you are here. And remember, today is a great day to start negotiating your best life, and a great day to start to slay. And I will see you in the next video.